there is no author whose books I look forward to more than Vaclav Smil. That's Bill Gates really appreciating the work of Vaclav Smil. He is a polymath in energy, environment, and economics. He has written more than 40 books and hundreds of articles, uh, dissecting and making simpler for us to understand how energy transition has happened, how environment is changing, and how economics of it is going to shape our world. Numbers don't lie is about covering 71 things that has shaped and dominated our today's world. Few things that he cover are contrary to common belief. Few things that he covers uh, help us appreciate the efforts that has gone in to create our today's world, and few things show us a path for us to create a sustainable future. Uh, the book is full of many interesting things. Few of them I will be covering today. It's been only 150 years we started using fossil fuels in big way. If in these 150 years we have tried to take over nature, and if we consider geologic era history of earth, it's 66 million years old. Yes, 6.6 crore years. So these 150 years that we really created havoc on earth is not even a blip if we consider the earth's history. In 150 years we have all sorts of pollution from industry, transportation, our households. Our soil is degraded to large extent, and many more havoc we tried to create in 150 years. Uh, Today, carbon concentration in our air is about 415 parts per million, which was about 275 at the start of 19th century, or at the start of the industrial revolution. How do we know that the carbon concentration 150 200 years back? Because we can know scientifically the carbon concentration up to 8 lakh years in the past by studying air bubbles captured in Antarctica ice. And that's the basis scientists are quite confident about was the carbon concentration today and what was the carbon concentration at the beginning of 19th century. India is urbanizing rapidly. Today we have 5 megacities, cities which has population more than 1 crore or 10 million population. So our Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore and Delhi are megacities. Globally, only 30 megacities are there, 5 of them are in India. By 2030, there will be 45 megacities, and India will add Hyderabad and Ahmedabad as megacities, making our tally 7 out of 45. This is a testimony that India is growing rapidly, India is urbanizing rapidly. But in order to make sure this growth is sustained, we must invest in making our cities livable. How do we do that? By creating green infrastructure for transportation, by creating green electricity to meet our energy demand, by creating plants to ensure that our city doesn't run out of water, and creating a sustainable waste management. These are the building blocks that we really need to start paying attention in order to make our cities livable, and in order to ensure that India's growth story becomes a model for world to learn from. Two things that really stand out for me from these 71 things are car or phone, what is more environmentally sustainable, and which is the most innovative decade in human history. Today's communication has a fundamental building block of electromagnetic waves. That's how we communicate with each other. That's how our networks are built. These electromagnetic waves were first time produced in lab by hertz. We measure wavelength in hertz, so that's the scientist created these waves in lab in 1880s. And 1880s didn't just create these waves. Apart from electromagnetic waves, decade of 1880s gave us Coca-Cola formula, gave us Wall Street Journal, gave us lift, gave us electric train station, hydroelectric power, gas turbines. So all these inventions which move our world today happened in 1880s, and that's why Vaclav Smil says that 1880s was the most innovative and defining decade of human history. If we look at phone, it's about on average 140 grams, and if we look at a car, it's 1400 kilograms, 10,000 times difference. But if you aggregate all the phones, laptop, tablets together, and if you aggregate all the cars that are sold globally together, the energy required to produce these things is not that different. For example, in 2020, about 75 million cars were sold, and about 1.75 mobile phone and additional 250 million laptops and tablets were sold. So if you calculate energy required to manufacture all these mobile phones, tablets and laptop on one hand, and if you calculate energy required to manufacture 75 million cars, there is a only difference of 40%. Yeah, that's surprising. So point he tries to make is no matter how small thing is, if you are consuming that small thing at a huge scale, the environmental impact is quite big. Fast fashion is definitely a case. Nowadays, electronic devices with less life cycle is another trend that we really need to think and try and avoid. Again, these calculations were a mere thought experiments. He says even if you calculate precisely, the difference in energy required to manufacture cars and electronic devices won't be more than twice. Apart from these two things, I found calculation of real cost of electricity, the growth story of India, India versus China, how synthetic ammonia has transformed our agriculture. These things also I really found interesting and added to my understanding of how world works. Each chapter in this book is about 3 to 5 pages long, and in the description he has shared relevant and connected chapters as well, which makes it easier to read about all the connected things together. Numbers Don't Lie build our understanding about how we got here. Happy reading. Thank you.